this is the pedal box effectively. So I put these footrests on. I had a pair of them. It was a job that I was, or a project I was working on for an motorcycle that I got, and I ended up not using them. So I thought they were lying around, so I used these. The rear brake is on the, I had to modify the rear brake so it works on the cable. Sorry for the shaky hand. So that works off the pedals, and the gear selector is two switches. So as if you were riding a real motorbike, you know, depending on how you set it up in the game, is up and down the gears. This is the handlebars. This is how it fits onto the quick release system that I installed on my CSR Fanatec wheel. I'll turn that over. So effectively that's how they sit. At the moment I've got a cable for the rear and front brake. I was running the cable off of the left hand side lever, but now I've decided to run probably just a wire, so a switch. So any simulators or games that have a clutch system, I can use the clutch just with basically an on-off clutch. Okay, so this is the wheel modification that I did quite a wee while ago. It means you have to take the circuit board out. This is been done a dozen times or so, I've seen on the internet, and but mine is, just to say, not the tidiest of examples, but it works. I mean, this is why I didn't sell it on, because of the way I modified it. I thought, well, if it's only me using it, I'm not too fussed what it looks like. Okay, so that all works all very well and good. Now the cables running to the pedals, obviously I had to take the set of pedals out of their plastic housing and reinstall them onto something I could use. So what happens is the cable, well, hang on, let's get this right. Then what happens is when I want to use the handlebars, I remove the screws here. Okay, I stand the pedals up like this, and as you can see there's a hole here, and the brake or cables that I use thread through there, come up and through into here. I'll be right back. I'll install it and show you. Okay, what you can see here now is the cable has come up through effectively on the pedals, on the clutch and brake. Obviously, sorry, the brake, it will simulate the front brake, and the clutch pedal now becomes the rear brake pedal on the pedal box, and the throttle is the throttle. The only problem I had was the throttle cable wasn't really quite long enough, so I had to improvise with some wire to make it so it would work. As you can see, as you pull the throttle, and the same with the brake and the rear brake, which is a bit more awkward, and I'll probably do that a little bit later. Now the wires are connected up, and the only thing I've got to do is turn the steering wheel on itself. But obviously, due to how all these steering wheels calibrate themselves, and do a quick test. I can't have the handlebars attached at the time because, well, for obvious reasons, it'll just knock 7 coins out of the bearing inside probably. So I'll take the handlebars off and then switch the base on, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, I had a little bit of a issue. The problem is you over tighten these and there's already tension on the potentiometers through the pedal being compressed a little bit. It won't calibrate, or won't even see that they're there when you switch the setup on. Okay, so I've altered all of that, so it does work now. Okay, so if I do the front brake, you can see the front brake working, the throttle works, and obviously there. Then we got ready for my lovely foot, the rear brake, and obviously hopefully you can see that, and then the buttons, which is this one and this one. You can see them working on there, and the up and down gears, which you do have to be gentle, because I've actually just the other day when I was testing it, I put my foot down and I pushed the back out of the button itself. Yeah, but yes, that's the setup. Here we go, coming out of the pit. Hopefully we can put a lap together. That's me changing gears on my left foot. There's the front brake, rear brake. Rear brake needs a little bit of work. It's a little bit spongy and doesn't respond very well. By the way, this is supposed to be Phillip Island. The only joy about this game, or this simulator, is the fact there's not much of a dead zone on the controller for the leading. Oh, get off the grass. So as soon as you move it, it moves. Whereas some of the other games like MotoGP 15 has a huge dead zone. That makes it quite tricky. Okay, let's not get carried away. We want to try and do a full lap. Real life, never touch your front brake when you lean over like that. You'll crash. More than likely. Oh. Cross. Please let me be able to do just one lap. Come on, come on. I'm coming to a hairpin. Oh yeah, come on. Be kind to me, be kind. Come on. With a bit of practice. Okay, I've noticed a little bit of a problem. Yeah, it's my riding ability. Turning too quick. Come on. The grass. Down the gears. Down the hairpin. It's the change of direction I tend to have the trouble with. Going from seems to be getting there. Coming down into the on the ankles there. Until I crash. See if I can do this one at full speed. Oh. Wrong side of the road. Oh, there we go. Anyway, crashed on a high point. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry for the wind noise, that was the fan. It's Australia, very hot. Thanks a lot.